What's going on, guys? Welcome back. My name is Ben, and today we're diving into all the main games coming out in May 25 that you should have on your radar. It's a bit of a banger of a month, a couple of massive releases, a few smaller but very promising indie games, and some juicy beta playtests as well. I've listed them all in this video, beta tests at the end. As always, prices are in GBP unless stated otherwise. Release dates and platforms are confirmed from Steam unless otherwise mentioned as well. But with all that said, please like, comment, subscribe, sit back and relax, and let's jump straight into it. Doom is back, and this time it's medieval. Doom: The Dark Ages is a brutal cinematic prequel to Doom and Doom Eternal, plunging players into a dark medieval war against hell. This time you step into the blood-stained boots of the Slayer during his origin as a super weapon of the gods, wielding an arsenal of savage new tools in a world drenched in gothic horror and ancient tech. The game trades the acrobatic movement of Doom Eternal for a heavier, more grounded combat style. Expect to wield the Shield Saw, a brutal melee weapon that doubles as a defensive tool, alongside a new arsenal of medieval-inspired weapons like maces, flails, and crossbows. You'll also pilot massive war machines. There's even flying a cybernetic dragon in a large-scale set piece. And the campaign is strictly single player. There's no multiplayer modes planned or anything like that. It offers extensive difficulty and game speed sliders, allowing players to fine-tune their experience as well. So you'll really be able to customize it to what suits you. Launching on the 15th of May, Doom: The Dark Ages will be available on PC, PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, including Game Pass. This is day one Game Pass as it's a first-party title. The standard edition is priced at $69.99, while the premium edition offers up to 2 days early access, future campaign DLC that's coming out later in the year, bonus skins, a digital art book, and a soundtrack that can be all yours for $99.99. This one is going to be a must-play for shooter fans, though. I can't wait to see how they handle the tone shift into the medieval madness. From Software isn't slowing down. Elden Ring NIGHTREIGN is a standalone adventure set within the Elden Ring universe, offering a fresh take on the series' core design. This new title introduces a cooperative experience, allowing up to 3 players to join forces in a world where the night brings ever-changing dangers. Players will choose from uniquely skilled heroes, each possessing distinct abilities and styles. The game emphasizes synergy between characters, encouraging strategic teamwork to overcome the creeping night and its formidable bosses. The environment evolves with each game session, presenting new challenges and requiring adaptability. It seems like a weird blend of Elden Ring, Monster Hunter, but with the bosses, and an action RPG mechanic as well. It'll have a 3-day night cycle with a big boss at the end to fight, so each session is contained within a run of sorts. Expect difficulty, but less so than what you've come to expect from Souls-likes. This is meant to be a more accessible entry point into this world. The standard edition is priced at $34.99, while the deluxe edition is at $47.99. That includes additional playable characters and bosses, a digital art book, and a mini soundtrack. Pre-ordering grants a bonus in-game gesture as well. Elden Ring NIGHTREIGN is set to release on the 29th of May for Steam, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. Empyreal is probably one of the most visually striking indie games coming out this month. It's a sci-fi action RPG where players take on the role of a mercenary exploring a mysterious alien planet. The game features 3 distinct weapon archetypes to start off with: a glaive, mace and shield, or a cannon, each offering unique combat styles. I believe there are more available to try as well. Combat emphasizes timing and precision, rewarding players for mastering the flow of battle, with each weapon able to have various abilities to pad out your build for your character. Character customization is extensive, with over 30 presets as well if you just want to jump straight in, and various backgrounds influencing gameplay. The game's levels are shaped by cartograms, artifacts that modify level layouts, enemies, and loot, ensuring each run feels fresh and can increase the difficulty as you progress as well. Empyreal also incorporates asynchronous multiplayer elements, allowing players to gift items to others, enhancing their stats and maybe influencing their runs as well. Available on Steam, PS5 and Xbox Series X and S for $24.99 from the 8th of May. Empyreal promises a challenging and immersive experience for action RPG enthusiasts. I do have a key from this from the developer, to keep an eye out on the channel for my first impressions of that full release as well. After the cult hit Journey to the Savage Planet, the chaotic exploration returns with Revenge of the Savage Planet. This new studio, Raccoon Logic Studios, features remnants of the original developer from the first game, Typhoon, and now they have the rights for themselves and they're bringing back the sequel all on their own. It brings the humor and vibrant chaos of the original game back in a big way. This time you're diving into 5 new alien worlds full of weird wildlife, zany platforming, and corporate satire, but with even more tools, upgrades, and mayhem to play with. You'll explore colourful biomes teeming with secrets, scan and catalogue bizarre creatures, and experiment with gear to unlock new traversal methods. The tone is very tongue-in-cheek and playful, quirky AI companions providing commentary as you uncover just how broken the so-called exploration mission really is. It features both single-player and two-player co-op from start to finish, either online or split screen, and leans into the cartoon energy with lots of visual personality. There's also a heavier focus on verticality and environmental puzzles this time around. One big decision is that they've opted to go for a third-person perspective this time around instead of the first-person view which was used in the first game. I'm not 100% about that, and it seems like a bit of a design choice. It's not something we can toggle in the game as far as I'm aware, so that'll be interesting to see how that feels. Launching on the 8th of May via Steam, PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, early buyers will also get the original Journey to the Savage Planet for free, and a bonus in-game outfit, the Trash Panda suit. Of course. There's no word on price at the moment though. The Midnight Walk is a dark fantasy adventure crafted entirely using real-world clay models and stop-motion animation, giving it an eerie, handcrafted charm unlike anything else released this month. You play as the Burnt One, accompanied by your wisecracking lantern friend Potboy, as you journey through a haunting and beautiful underworld in search of answers. Expect narrative-driven exploration, light puzzle solving and environmental storytelling that blends cozy visuals with creepy undertones. The game supports both standard flat screen mode and VR with Steam VR compatible headsets, offering a fully immersive version of its strange and tactile world. Whether you play in VR or not, the physical craftsmanship shines through. Every character, prop and backdrop was sculpted and scanned from real clay. Releasing on the 8th of May on Steam and PS5 for $39.99 in dollars, that's roughly $34.99 in the UK. The Midnight Walk is perfect for fans of games like Little Misfortune, Coraline-style storytelling, or anything blending whimsy and horror, and certainly has a lovely, unique looking art style. This next one is one that we featured on the channel already. If you haven't seen that, there will be a link in the description below, but this is Surviving Ceres. It's a solo developed open world survival and colony management game set on the harsh, frozen dwarf planet Ceres. It's all about turning a barren rock into a functioning outpost and surviving long enough to make that possible. You'll start small, scavenging materials and constructing modular habitats, managing power and oxygen, and fending off the icy elements. As you expand, you'll establish manufacturing lines, research new tech, and even trade goods back to Earth for funding and further unlocks. There's a full day-night cycle, there's alien threats to deal with, and a heavy focus on automation and long-term planning as you look to terraform the planet to make it livable so you can colonize it. If you're into games like Subnautica, Oxygen Not Included, a little bit of Satisfactory, or Stationeers, this one's right in your wheelhouse. Releasing 2nd of May on Steam, Surviving Ceres looks like a promising entry in the survival builder space, especially if you enjoy a more grounded sci-fi setting. There's no price on Steam at the moment, but the developer's website indicates it'll be $10 upon release. Cubic Odyssey is an expansive open-world sandbox adventure that seamlessly blends the creative freedom of Minecraft with the vast exploration of No Man's Sky. Set in a procedurally generated galaxy teeming with life, ancient mysteries, and untamed beauty, players embark on a journey to combat the spreading menace known as the Red Darkness. In this voxel-based universe, every star in the sky represents a star system, each of its own planets filled with diverse ecosystems, bustling NPC cities, pirate outposts, and perilous ruins. Players can mine resources, refine materials, and construct everything from tools and outposts to vehicles and starships. The game offers seamless ground to air and space travel, allowing for warp jumps between star systems for the high-speed planetary travel as well. You can play this co-op or single player. You can fly in your spaceship, you can traverse on foot, trade with NPCs, build your bases and wait out the night or hide from pirates. Certainly a very ambitious title, so we'll have to see how this one lands. Launching on the 14th of May on Steam, PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, Cubic Odyssey is perfect for fans of games like Minecraft, No Man's Sky, and other survival-based building games. There's a demo on Steam you can download and try out for yourself right now if you wish as well, and there's no pricing at the moment. This next one looks very interesting. Trench Tales is a gritty third-person action game set in a dark, alternate reality somewhere between the world wars. You play as a lone warrior summoned by mysterious forces to the shattered kingdom of ELDEN, a bleak, war-ravaged land consumed by supernatural corruption. Armed with strange powers and a growing arsenal of customizable weapons, your goal is to uncover why you were summoned, survive the horrors of this realm, and fight your way back to your own world. The game blends cinematic storytelling with tactical power-driven combat. Every battle is a test of timing and positioning as you fight off undead soldiers, monstrous warlords, and twisted remnants of a ruined army. You'll journey through crumbling trenches, haunted swamps and decaying castles, even packed with lore, secrets and danger around every corner. There's also a strong risk-reward loop built into the gameplay. Death will cost you both in currency and progress, making each encounter feel tense and meaningful. But the more you explore and fight, the more powerful you become, unlocking new abilities, weapons and upgrades that let you shape your playstyle. Trench Tales is launching on the 6th of May, currently via Steam in early access for PC, and it's looking like a dark horse contender for fans of games like Remnant, Evil West, or anything that mixes that grim storytelling with supernatural action. Definitely for me gives a lot of that Remnant from the Ashes, Remnant 2 kind of vibes about it as well. There's no price currently, although you could previously purchase alpha beta keys from the developer back during their like Kickstarter early support stuff, and that was around $45 with like names and credits and other bits and pieces. So probably expecting this to be around the $30 mark maybe for the standalone game on its own in early access, but we'll have to see. Might be a little bit under, might be a little bit over, but like I said, add it to your wish list and you can keep an eye on it when it drops. Out of Sight is a deeply atmospheric horror puzzle adventure where you play as Sophie, a young blind girl navigating a decaying mansion. Your only means of sight is through her teddy bear, Teddy, which you can place in the environment to gain a new perspective. This unique mechanic blends first and second person viewpoints and creates a tense and immersive experience. As Sophie will rely on sound, intuition and Teddy's eyes to solve puzzles and avoid dangers lurking in the shadows. The mansion is filled with secrets and a haunting history that you'll uncover as you progress. The game's emotional storytelling and chilling atmosphere aim to keep players engaged from start to finish. Developed by The Gang and published by Starbreeze Entertainment, Out of Sight is set to release on the 22nd of May 2025 for PC via Steam. A demo is currently available for those who wish to experience a glimpse of the game's mechanics and ambience. And again, there is no pricing for this one currently. Railgods of Hysterra is a co-op survival action game set in a post-apocalyptic world dominated by Lovecraftian horrors. Players assume the role of dreamers, individuals bound to sentient, monstrous trains known as railgods. Together, you'll navigate a procedurally generated landscape, battling cultists and cosmic entities while managing resources and upgrading your living locomotive. This game supports 1 to 5 players in online co-op, emphasizing teamwork in both combat and base building. As you progress, you'll unlock new abilities and modifications for your railgod, enhancing its capabilities and adapting to the ever-changing threats of the world. A blend of survival mechanics, base management, roguelite action, and action-packed combat offers a unique experience for fans of the genres, all mixed together there. Developed by Troglobites, I think I said that right, Troglobites Games, and published by Digital Vortex Entertainment, Railgods of Hysterra is scheduled for early access release on the 7th of May, PC via Steam. There is a demo available now that will provide players with an opportunity to test the game's core mechanics and cooperative gameplay. No price currently for this one at the moment either. So that's all the releases. We've now got some betas for you. We've got four playtests this month. The much anticipated sequel to Splitgate is finally starting its public playtest. Splitgate 2 aims to build on the original's brilliant Halo meets Portal formula, with even faster movement, deeper customization, and new Portal-based tactical gameplay. I played the previous playtest and this was a lot of fun. Now it's opening up starting on the 22nd of May. The developers have confirmed that the playtest access will be via Steam directly. You'll be able to go over to the Steam page and request access there once the beta goes live. It's going to be fascinating to see if Splitgate 2 can recapture that lightning in a bottle feeling that the first game had before it exploded in popularity. From early player feedback, they seem to have made some changes since the first one. Some have landed, some haven't. It's expected with an evolution from the first game. I never really played that one, so I can't really comment. But I enjoyed what I played of Splitgate 2 so far, so I'm really looking forward to jumping back in. Definitely one to keep a close eye on this month. And technically one starting today, right at the end of April, at the time of posting. It's going to be fully active for the next 5 days though. It's Arc Raiders. This is a third-person co-op PvPvE extraction shooter from Embark Studios set in a collapsed future Earth where players scavenge, survive and escape dynamic combat zones filled with both hostile players and rogue AI machines. They've had a great time with the finals, and this is the studio, don't forget, that is made up of ex-Battlefield devs and Star Wars Battlefront devs, and boy does it show in this gameplay and the aesthetics and the art style and everything. It just looks really, really cool. Movement looks fast, fluid, loot matters, and weather events like sandstorms can drastically alter your tactics mid-run. I played a closed playtest of this at the end of last year and it was amazing. Really looking forward to jumping back into this. Audio was great, visuals were sublime, tension was there. I'm sure it's only going to get better. It's a shame that it's an extraction shooter and it's PvPvE only. It was originally a PvE looter shooter, so I'm a little gutted about that, and that it's not PvE only at least as well, or has the option for PvE only. But hey, It's planning to go toe-to-toe with Exoborn and Marathon that are both coming out soon as well, let alone going up against the established greats like Escape from Tarkov and Hunt Showdown 1896. Playtest access is available on Steam via Request Access, so make sure to go hit that button if you want to get in early. Stunning visuals, a clear survival shooter DNA. This could be one of the breakout betas of the year if they balance it right. Rumors are that it'll also only be a $40 price tag as well, so that's welcome news that it's not a full price title. Maybe there'll be some disappointment that it's not free to play, but I think for extraction shooters, the box price kind of counters somewhat the, we're still going to get cheaters and people cheating in the game and hacking, but I guess you get less of them and less bot accounts and stuff like that if the game's got to be paid for. I don't know, but $40 for what we're getting seems fair at the moment. We'll have to see on full release. Next up, we have Dune Awakening. This is set on the ruthless deserts of Arrakis. It's an ambitious open-world survival MMO blending resource management, large-scale conflict, and personal survival across the spice-rich sands. You'll build shelters, hunt for spice, engage in political intrigue, and battle massive sandworms, all while navigating dynamic, player-driven economics and faction wars. The next major large-scale weekend beta kicks off on the 9th of May and runs until the 12th of May, and sign-ups are being handled directly through the official Dune Awakening website. You can also register your interest via Steam Request Access as well, so you can do that there too. It'll feature the first 20 hours of the game, most of Act 1 of the story, and it'll give you a taste of both spice and story. If you're a fan of survival MMOs and love the Dune universe, it's definitely worth a look. But fair warning though, survival MMOs are brutal and unforgiving even without the sandworms. And lastly, described as an open-world wuxia RPG, Where Winds Meet lets you step into a beautifully realized ancient China where martial arts, exploration, and choice-driven storylines are key. You'll master different schools of martial arts, craft weapons, build relationships, and decide your path in a dynamic living world inspired by Chinese myth and history. It'll be single player, it'll also have 4-player co-op, and there's also the option to switch to an MMO where you can then play with hundreds of other players at once, or I'm not sure how that's going to work, if that's some kind of social hub or something like that, or maybe it's a PvP part of it, but yeah, it's kind of like single player, but we've got co-op, but we've also got multiplayer on a wide scale as well. Not too sure with that. Beta playtest is scheduled for the 16th of May and will run until the 19th of May, so hopefully we can find out during that. Access will be available on Steam and PS5, but you'll need to go to their website and apply for the beta test there. That's wherethewindsmeetgame.com. and fill in a survey form there. If successful, you'll be selected and get access to the playtest. Signups close on the 15th of May, so if you're still watching this and it's before that date, get in there, act quickly if you want to throw your hat into the ring. This one could really make a splash if it delivers on its gorgeous visuals and promising open world systems. The trailers so far have been very impressive, and the Steam page and the screenshots, it looks really, really good. But that's a wrap for May 2025. Honestly, seriously stacked month. Low-key kind of excited more for some of the playtests that we could get our hands on. Doom the Dark Ages and Elden Ring NIGHTREIGN are absolute massive hitters, and some of those indie games like Empyreal, Trench Tales, and Railgods of Hysterra look really, really good as well. Low-key super excited to get back into Arc Raiders, even if it's only a playtest at the moment. Can't wait for that. Let me know down in the comments which games you're most excited to jump into. I'm definitely going to be checking out Elden Ring NIGHTREIGN. Probably going to be checking out Doom. I've already got a video on the channel up for surviving Ceres, and I've been given a key for Empyreal. We will be putting together a video for that shortly as well. Keep an eye out for that. Trench Tales looks very interesting too. It's just such a busy month. Those betas are all up my street as well, so I'm hoping I can get into Where Winds Meet and Dune Awakening. That'll be really fun to check those two out as well. Haven't played either of them, so that'll be exciting. If you found this roundup helpful, please give it a like, drop a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe for more monthly gaming updates. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care.